Hey guys, so we're finally getting around to making the curry recipe video, but since it's Chris's recipe, I'm gonna let him make the video. So here is Chris's first recipe video.
Alright, tonight we're going to be making some curry. It's sweet potato and plantain based. My favorite thing about vegan cooking is that it's easy for me to do it. It's a lot easier than when I was a meat eater to cook things. I don't have to worry about internal temperatures or anything like that. So basically, my philosophy of cooking is to take whatever I want to eat in a large quantity and cook it. That's basically all I do. So for this curry, I'm using a kind of largish, non-stick, really deep pan, almost wok-like, and it's good for this kind of like liquidy sort of thing. I like it to be non-stick, so I don't have to worry about burning things to it as much as a regular pot, which makes cleanup easy and everything else. So I have cubed sweet potatoes. This is 2 large sweet potatoes, all cubed up with the skin still on. And those are going to go right in. I don't really have quantities or cook times or anything. I just kind of do everything off the cuff. So sweet potatoes and my carrots are going to be the things that take the longest to soften up and kind of fall apart in this particular curry. So those 2 things are going to go in first. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. I usually add just enough water to just kind of get to the top layer of the veggies. I don't really want to like submerge them. Most of this water is going to just, evaporate, boil off. I start this on sort of a medium-high heat. On our stove, it's about 7. So just kind of medium-high. It will heat up and start to simmer, and your veggies will start to soften. And what you want is for those sweet potatoes to basically completely fall apart, to where in the end product you have no chunks of sweet potatoes. And the carrots will largely fall apart too. That's how I like it. If you like your potatoes or carrots firmer, just cook them less. And these will be done under a cover. We are about 10 minutes in so far. Water's getting hot. It's just kind of starting to simmer. Potatoes and carrots are, a little bit softer, not too much yet. My plantains, this is 2 plantains. They're a little stiff today. They're just a little bit underripe. So I want these to completely fall apart and just turn into sweet, sweet mush. So these are going to go in now. If your plantains are on the softer side, they don't have to go in quite this early. They can go in with some of the softer things like peppers and maybe the onions. It's basically just up to you and how well you like different things cooked. So these are the 3 that I like cooked the most because they're like the hardest. So I'm going to let these simmer down. Alright, we are 30 minutes in now, and as you can see the potatoes are starting to fall apart and our water is turning into a kind of potato mush water, which is what I like. About 5 minutes ago we were getting a little dry, so I added some more water, which I just eyeball. I kind of again bring up to about the top level of veggies. And now it is time to add in the rest of the veggies. So I have broccoli. Just kind of cut however you like to cut broccoli, or if you don't like broccoli, leave it out altogether. I have some bell pepper. Have some jalapeno pepper that's diced with seeds. This is a really sweet dish, and if you don't do this pepper, it's not very spicy at all. It's really just sweet. I like my food a little bit spicy, so I add the jalapenos, which a little bit spicy to me I guess is kind of mid-spicy to most people. But it's one of those things, whatever you like, do it your way, as much heat or as little as you want. But without any pepper, really, really super sweet, not very spicy at all. And I have onion. Which, I like onion in cooked food, especially things like this. If you like less onion, put less. If you like more, put more. Whatever it is that you like. We're going to give that a little stir. Get it well mixed. And we may have to add a little bit more water at this point. The water level is a little low with all the new veggies. So I'm going to just bring it up a little bit. Again, just eyeball it, kind of. Looks about good. Most of those veggies are in the water, and as it heats up again, it'll continue to simmer down and soften everything and just kind of mush together, really. So I'm not the curry expert, but my theory on curry is basically to just take all the things that I want to be in the curry and cook them with that little bit of water. And then add curry powder. So today I'm using a hot curry powder mixture that we got from World Market. I also have just a regular curry powder, which isn't very hot at all. Again, just whatever heat level you like. This I don't measure at all, I just kind of eyeball it. I serve this over white rice, and I eat a lot of rice compared to the amount of curry that I eat. So I tend to really add a lot of spice to this because there's going to be so much white rice breaking up that spiciness. So I'm going to just kind of pour it on. I'm basically going to just cover the entire top surface with a pretty good layer of this curry powder. That looks about right. You see it's kind of dusty. I'm going to add just a little bit of extra cumin. And a bit of fresh ground black pepper. And I'm going to give that a good stir. And we're going to cover it again and let it keep on simmering. That curry powder is going to give everything kind of a yellowy or an orangish color depending on what type of curry powder that you have. So you can see the color there is a little bit darker because of that dark curry powder. Alright, it's been an hour and 25 minutes and I'm pretty well happy with the doneness that I have here. I did add more water to it probably about 20 minutes ago, so about an hour in. So that's the kind of thickness and consistency that I'm looking for. And I have here about 4 cups of cooked white rice. And I usually I do 2 or 3 of these ladles on top of that amount of rice.
That ladle is about a cup.
So I'll do about 2.5. And that'll do it.